Hey everyone, talking about fragrances that have a plaster note. Yes, plaster, like the stuff used for art projects or household work and stuff like that. There's only two fragrances that I'm going to talk about because this is obviously a very rare thing for wearable or any type of fragrance to have a plaster note. But I'm excited when I find weird stuff like this, and maybe you are too. So, up first, we have Artist Studio by Smell Bent. The note in this is just wet plaster. So, obviously, it's supposed to smell like an artist studio, that's the name. I'm not a painter or anything, so I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this because I figured, okay, well, I'm not going to get that like nostalgia part so much from it, so is it just going to smell gross? But somehow it does still give me a sense of familiarity and nostalgia, and maybe from like just doing art projects back in school or something like that. But it's, of course, very unique for a wearable fragrance, but I do still find it wearable. I enjoy it. It feels like it brings out like this creative side and excitement from the association when you smell it, and I think probably most people in some way, shape, or form have smelled something plastery that this might kind of feel reminiscent and nostalgic in a way. So thought that was pretty cool. I'll put a link where you can get a sample or a bigger decant of that one in the description. The other one is called Monserrat by Fzotic. This has notes of pink grapefruit, green leaves, carrot seeds, osmanthus, jasmine, white musk, and plaster. So this smells really nice and surprisingly mass appealing while also a bit unique. It's not as weird as I would have thought it might be. Not only just from the plaster, but it's like carrot seed is not that common of a note in some of the other stuff in there. But it's still unique enough that it's not basic or boring, obviously. Very apricot-like from the osmanthus note, and the wet plaster note isn't something that anyone would likely guess if they didn't see the notes list for this. It just has this like really cooling and interesting sensation. Overall, fresh, sweet, green, and citrus scent. This one leans a little bit feminine to me, but it's marketed as unisex. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy a bottle or a sample of that. If you've somehow tried a fragrance with plaster notes that I haven't heard of, please let me know. I'm definitely down to try and review any others, but for now, here's two to tide you over.